shit. I go, whatever's in there, I'm gonna blast it away and get rid of it and make it better. Yeah? And she probably doesn't give a shit either. Right? She goes, as long as you make me better, I'm happy. Yep. Right? Whether you can name the structure, doesn't really matter. Right? Most of the time they show us in research that we get it wrong anyways. So. What I do know though is I can feel stuff. I go, right there sucks. I can feel, I get feedback from the handle, and then she can give me feedback that that area is painful. Okay, and then I work that area until it becomes less painful. Okay. How's it down the bottom?
Yeah, very sore.
Most people are a little more tender at the insertion on the calcaneus, even if it's mid-portion tendinopathy instead of insertional tendinopathy. But with the mid-portion, they'll also be pretty sore right where the lump is. So if she's got mid-portion up here, it'll be pretty sore there too.
It actually kind of feels good. It's painful but good.
No. First. That one. There you go. That's it. Okay? Does that feel different now?
A bit different, yeah.
Like a little less painful?
Actually it's sort of more. More.
Because when I did on Duncan, he really noticed when I turned it up to 20 hertz, it hurt less.
Right,
Yeah.
okay, no, that hurts more for me, yeah.
I've found in general that patients tolerate it better at 20 hertz than
Yeah.
12.
Here we go. The range of motion just increased like big time there. I don't know if you guys noticed.
Crazy. I felt
Did
that.
you feel that?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
the tissue's just fully released there.
Yeah.
And like her dorsiflexion system increased a lot. This one's doing that. So you feel that there?
Yeah.
You guys come over here.
That's
I'll show you guys the changes that you can feel it. Just feel her tissue right here. It feels like crap. It's all lumpy and sore and tight.
You look great though. All right, yeah, all good.
Don't take it personally.
Oh, it's so good.
How does it feel? It's palpating here. Feel that? You guys want to have a feel? It's not. Skeptic's gonna take me on my word.
Yeah.
I'm offering him concrete evidence here, and he's still not taking it. Turn up the. So what I'm doing now, instead of just holding it in one place, I'm doing what I call ironing. So I'm working back and forth over the spot. So say the spot's here, I'm kind of going back and forth over that spot, trying to break up what I feel are adhesions in there. Yeah? You okay with that pressure?
Yeah, that's good. Feels a lot nicer having it ironed as opposed to held in one place. It's a lot more tolerable. It feels like it's being more effective somehow ironing it out.
See, I find the ironing quite confronting because it's like,
Yeah, I know. We're getting into it though.
yeah. It does work well because Adam's done mine.
Her Tom, Dick, and Harry than her Achilles. She's really just bunged up in there.
Yeah.
It's all stuck.
Yeah, right back. Yeah.
Feel that?
Yeah. Would you do some modes at the same time? Like, do you know what I mean? Mobilise the joint while you did it? Could you do that? I suppose you
can
could.
do it.
Yeah, you can do it in combination.
What do you mean by that? Immobilize? Or is that?
Yeah, just sort of dorsiflex.
Oh yeah. Actually, Adam, I was gonna see if you can demonstrate that. Actually, doing the putting it through the move. Yeah, that's what we're gonna go over that stuff.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah. He could probably show you with your Achilles anyway. Yeah.
Cheers.
I did touch it before, so you can see no before and after.
That old chestnut.
Smoother.
The hardness and
Nice.
it's way more supple, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. You want to try? We'll do the knee to wall. So she was about 4 fingers knee to wall before.
That's with ease.
Okay.
That was as far as we go last time. That's with ease.
Okay, so we'll go 6. Not quite. So she did 5 fingers quite easily, whereas before she couldn't even get there with 5 fingers.
Yeah.
And even 4, she had to push a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So that's pretty good for.
Feel okay.
How long did that take us? Like a couple
Yeah.
minutes?
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you maybe just quickly just show some of the mobilization stuff as well that you're
Yeah.
suggesting? Yeah, like on the Achilles, just using the Achilles of what you're.
To draw some flexion while doing the hundred carries.
Yeah. So you can, if you want to do kind of more advanced stuff, just lie down. There's other ways you can do it. So this is all, if you want to, you'll get these notes anyways if you want to
Yeah.
look up the research. We're not going to sit here and go over research all day. Okay, so I showed you the ironing there, so that's just moving it over the area. And then the good thing is I find you can feel the tissue better when you're moving it. Okay. So you can do passive. So passive would be me mobilizing her while I'm doing it. Bring that up. Any of you guys do instrument-assisted soft tissue mobilization? Yep. You know they have the 4x4. You have active, passive, resisted, assisted. Yeah. So we can do the same thing here. Okay. So passive, I would just go in here and I'm just gonna move her ankle back and forward into dorsal flexion. Yeah. Real simple. Next one's active. So here I'm gonna get her to move for me while I do it. So I can just pick a spot and hold that spot, or I can kind of iron while she's actively.
What about doing the test while like moving against? Well, so the foot's bit on the base. Yeah, I was curious. Yeah, yeah. Yes. Get excited. I love it.
Yeah.
Is there a difference in the feel, active versus passive?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Which one?
Yeah, I couldn't say that one was more intensive,
Okay.
but it's just a different sensation because you're actively. Maybe it's a little bit distractive having to actively do something
Yeah.
too.
Mm.
What do you find?
Any more or less pain?
No, but the same.
But the
Actually,
same.
slightly more painful when I was actively doing that just then.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess it
What have you
depends.
found clinically? Like, when people do it actively, did you find that it's less painful or more painful? Because
I'm not really thinking of that. I'm more thinking of passive
No, I know.
movement of the structures.
Yeah.
Because that's I'm thinking functionally.
Yeah, yeah.
If her tib post is got an adhesion to some other structure there, I'm getting her to try and get that tendon to move past. If it's stuck on there, I want that to break free.
But my question is just clinically, do you find that patients find it more tolerable doing it with movement? So, or is it-
Not really.
Okay,
Not
so it
really.
doesn't really make a difference.
It's more purely functional.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm thinking get that tendon moving, right? If I'm just doing it like this, that tendon's not moving,
Yeah.
right? So then we can do
Well,
resisted. So now we can do. So you're gonna push down here, push into me, down all the way, and then you're gonna push up, push down. push up. Okay? Breathe down. Up. Down.
Yep.
See, this is the thing I told you I find
Yeah,
playing
yeah,
with this
yeah.
machine. Is I keep having to reset it. Mine I just put on 10,000 and I keep going all day long. Down. Up. Down. Up. Down. Up. Okay. Obviously with this one, fatigue's gonna play into it. Okay. So you can only do so many.
So considering that eccentric loading is quite useful for Achilles, would you not use that?
Yeah, we're getting there.
Oh, right.
Yeah, we can, I think active makes it kind of harder because you're actually making yourself go through the pain, probably, like push through.
Yeah, that
While someone
might
does
be
it for you.
Yeah, when
Well,
someone's doing it, it's relaxing.
Active release standpoint,
Yeah.
to show that when someone's actively moving, it helps with pain.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's the whole mechanoreceptor, proprioception, all that crap comes into play, right? So assisted, so this is more people that really have trouble.
Jet.
So this is more for people that are in considerable amount of pain, right? So say she's just broken her ankle, a few weeks ago. So I'm gonna move. She's gonna move it, but I'm gonna help her. Okay. So let's move it up, and down, up, and down, up. So this is more for like if you're doing the shoulder. Can you stand up for me? Or sit facing this way. So if I was doing her shoulder, right, and say she had significant weakness and could only lift it to there, right? I'm going to help her lift it to there to get that, trying to get that range back, okay? So that's more assisted, you'd be doing that if the person is super weak, right? But passively, they're not too bad. And then we can do dynamic, all right? So dynamic, we can do loaded. So she can come over here, come against the wall.
Standing.
Yep, standing. Yeah, it's right up against the wall. Yeah, so you're gonna show me what I want you to do.
Knock it off.
So you can go up.
Yeah.
And down. Yep. So here I'm just going to get her to do bilateral heel raise. Okay, so she's loaded and she's doing a dynamic movement. Yeah. So again, here you're limited with how many you can do, because if I get her to do 100 of these, she's going to get pretty tired or cramp or something.
Mhm.
Right? So you got to be cognizant of that.
So any of these can sort of be applied at the end of your standard sort of treatment, just for a little, so obviously we're going
You
through.
don't have to do these, but I tend to pull these out when my standard treatment's not getting the job done.
Or as in, extra, yeah.
You pull out the fancy stuff when you're not getting when the normal stuff isn't working. You all right?
How does that feel for you, Tracy?
Okay, it's probably maybe a 6.
Yeah. So do you find it's kind of taking it to another level for you, like in terms of
Yeah.
breaking it up and
Yeah.
you've obviously done a lot of pulses in your Achilles, so it's well and truly anesthetized by now.
Yeah.
How's that?
Yep.
Getting any better yet?
Yeah, it's all good. I'm doing it better. Probably 3.
So again, I can hold it in one spot, or
Less tolerable than moving. The moving thing is way nicer.
yeah. So she's saying when I just hold it,
It's usually the other way. Most people don't like
it's not
that.
as pleasant. This spot there.
Yeah.
There it goes. Feel better yet?
Yeah.
Oh, now it feels
That
better.
was hectic.
Okay, no, try it without. No, just the heel raise,
Oh,
double heel
yes.
raise.
Yep.
How's that feel now?
Straight up.
A little looser?
Yeah.
A little stronger?
Yeah. Straight.
Yeah. So that's when I get people with Achilles or ankle sprains or whatever, that's the testing I do. So I do double heel raise, single heel raise, double hop, single hop. And then I test all those to see how they are after. Yeah. And usually you get a change in at least one or two of them. Okay? Any questions about that?